Hi everybody, I'm Dominic from askmediy. This house, this is our old house, our house that was built in 1840. Now, initially, if you've been following it, this is where we had all these additions out here. Additions that were built really bad. I couldn't fix them, they were rotted. They were actually built below ground. So I just tore them right out. This opening here where you see this plywood, this is basically the opening that they did. This house is built on an old post and beam like this. So you got a big post here, got one over there, and a big beam, which we'll show you later, which runs across. Then on the bottom, we have this beam here, which is, it's rotted. It's still solid, strong, but it's definitely got to come out. I do have some guy out of a mill making me a whole big one there. But we need to lift the weight off this house. Now, if you look, this is brick. This is what they did. They filled every cavity with brick. Why? Believe it or not, back in the day, that's what they used for insulation. I mean, nothing better than what we use today, but down the brick, oh boy, and there's so much weight. And then later on, we're going to be gutting the whole inside of this house, put all new electric and new plumbing. Well, we certainly can't have the brick. That's going to be in the way. So initially, I started just furring it out. You can see with these boards here going over the plywood. Hey, my neighbor. So I was going to fur it out and then make it all the same level as these old wood siding. And then put new windows in the house. I want to do them nice. Like if you look here, this is a new construction window. It's not a replacement window. Or a replacement window, you would just gut out the sashes of your old window and then put a new one in. But you're still stuck with an old window. I mean, you know, nah, no thank you. So being that I was getting so involved in this house, and I already took some down, and I'm like, you know what? This would be a good idea to make a video, show people. So I'm taking the old wood siding off. Now the wood siding, that's it, man. Look, wood siding, brick, and your studs. But what they did when they built all this, they put the wood siding on. Then they go inside the house and put all your brick and the mortar in. Now, this mortar and the brick, it actually, in most areas of it, stick out further than the studs and the post. Which, how you gonna do that? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove all this wood siding. Comes off really easy, you'll see. And then once we get to the top of the brick, which is right under that big beam, then we're just gonna, because it's not connected to anything, it's just actually just freestanding in there. So we should be able to, with pretty easy, just tip it over. Then I got a lot of brick to get rid of, but it's old brick, so it actually is worth something to somebody that needs it. Me, just get it out of here. So once I take the brick out, then I'm gonna go and install the plywood. Plywood right over this. Make it nice and flat. Makes the windows, the insulation of the windows, a hell of a lot easier. And all that. So anyway, let's get going and remove some of the siding. All right, well, as you can see, we got our plywood on. We got all the brick. We pulled all the brick out, as you've seen. Left it there, a nice pile. Why did I leave it there? Because I'm giving it away for free on Facebook and Craigslist, so they can pick through it until I come back next weekend. And then at that point, I'm going to go ahead and just replace the other plywood I put in so it lines up better. So I left a piece off that normally would go down just over the foundation, but I had to leave that off so I can replace that beam once it's made. I mean, this video is just to help you better understand siding over a very old house. That if you're redoing the house with new windows and stuff, this might be a way for you to look at doing. It's a little bit more difficult, but then again, it's not. But the end result is it's going to give you a lot better job. I mean, this is completely flat, smooth. So once you put the siding on, it's just going to look nice and straight, beautiful. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an insight what to do. Now we got to do the rest of this, but to do the top there, we got to set up the scaffolding and all that. So stay tuned for more pictures when it's done. But anyway, hope you learned something.